In the far reaches of the galaxy, where stars burned like ancient sentinels and planets orbited in silent harmony, there existed a species known as the Xel'thari. They were a race of insectoid beings, their exoskeletons shimmering with iridescent hues, their eyes multifaceted and glowing with an otherworldly intelligence. The Xel'thari were ruled by a matriarchal hierarchy, and at the pinnacle of their society stood the alien queen Zylothra. Zylothra was unlike any queen before her. She was not only a ruler but a visionary. Her people had long struggled with a genetic decline, their once thriving population dwindling due to a mysterious sterility plague. For centuries, the Xel'thari had searched for a solution, scouring the galaxy for compatible DNA to revitalize their species. But every attempt had failed until now. The story began on a remote human colony, Epsilon 9, a dusty outpost on the edge of known space. The colony was small, its inhabitants hardy and self-reliant. Among them was Dr. Elias Carter, a xenobiologist who had dedicated his life to studying alien life forms. Elias was a man of science, pragmatic and curious, but even he could not have anticipated the events that would unfold. One fateful night, as Elias worked late in his lab, a strange signal pierced the colony's communication array. It was a distress call, faint and garbled, but unmistakably alien. Against the advice of his colleagues, Elias decided to investigate. He boarded a small shuttle and followed the signal to its source, a derelict Xel'thari hive ship, drifting silently in the void. The ship was a marvel of alien engineering, its corridors lined with bioluminescent veins that pulsed with a faint, eerie light. Elias ventured deep into the ship, his curiosity outweighing his fear. He soon found himself in the heart of the vessel, where he encountered Zylothra. The alien queen was a towering figure, her exoskeleton gleaming like polished obsidian, her wings folded elegantly behind her. She regarded Elias with a mixture of curiosity and amusement. Through a series of telepathic impressions, she communicated her plight. Her species was dying, and she believed that the key to their survival lay in human DNA. Elias was skeptical at first, but Zylothra's desperation was palpable. She explained that the Xel'thari had long been searching for a species with compatible genetics, and humans, with their remarkable adaptability, were the perfect candidates. She proposed a bold experiment, the creation of a hybrid offspring, a child that would bridge the gap between their species. Against his better judgment, Elias agreed. He was fascinated by the scientific implications, and deep down, he felt a sense of duty to help a dying race. The procedure was unlike anything he had ever experienced. Zylothra's biology was both alien and mesmerizing. Her reproductive system a complex network of organic technology. The process was painless, almost euphoric, and when it was over, Elias felt a strange connection to the queen. Weeks turned into months, and Elias returned to Epsilon 9. His mind haunted by the encounter. He tried to resume his normal life, but he couldn't shake the feeling that something monumental had occurred. Meanwhile, aboard the hive ship, Zylothra underwent a transformation. Her body began to change, her exoskeleton taking on a softer, more radiant sheen. She could feel the new life growing within her, a child unlike any other in Xel'thari history. The news of the queen's pregnancy spread quickly among the Xel'thari. For the first time in centuries there was hope. The hive buzzed with excitement, their collective consciousness alight with anticipation. Zylothra herself was filled with a joy she had never known. She had always been a ruler, a protector of her people, but now she was also a mother. As the child grew, so did the bond between Zylothra and Elias. Through their telepathic connection, they shared thoughts and emotions, their minds intertwining in ways neither could fully understand. Elias found himself drawn to the queen, not out of obligation, but out of a genuine affection. He began to visit the hive ship regularly, bringing with him knowledge of human culture and biology, which fascinated the Xel'thari. But not everyone was pleased with the union. Among the Xel'thari, there were those who viewed the hybrid child as an abomination, a betrayal of their species' purity. These dissenters, led by a fierce warrior named Xel'thari, plotted to overthrow Zylothra and destroy the unborn child. They believed that the queen's actions would lead to the downfall of their race, and they were willing to do whatever it took to stop her. Xel'thari's rebellion came to a head on the eve of the child's birth. The hive ship was thrown into chaos as the dissidents launched a violent coup. Zylothra, weakened by the pregnancy, was forced to rely on her loyal guards and Elias to protect her. The battle was fierce, the corridors of the ship echoing with the sounds of clashing exoskeletons and energy weapons. Elias fought bravely, his human ingenuity proving to be a match for the Xel'thari's advanced technology. But it was Zylothra who ultimately turned the tide. Drawing upon her immense psychic powers, she unleashed a wave of energy that incapacitated the rebels, leaving them vulnerable to capture. Xel'thari, defiant to the end, was exiled from the hive, his followers stripped of their ranks. With the rebellion quelled, Zylothra gave birth to her child, a beautiful hybrid, its exoskeleton a blend of human and Xel'thari traits, its eyes glowing with a soft golden light. The child was named Zylothra, a combination of Elias and Zylothra, symbolizing the union of their species. Zylothra's birth marked a new era for the Xel'thari. The child's unique genetics held the key to reversing the sterility plague, and soon, the hive was filled with the sounds of new life. Zylothra's joy was boundless, her love for her child and Elias transcending the boundaries of species and space. Elias, too, found a sense of fulfillment he had never known. He had started as a scientist driven by curiosity, but he had become something more. A father, a partner, and a bridge between two worlds. Together, Zylothra and Elias raised Zylothra, teaching the child the best of both their cultures. As the years passed, the Xel'thari flourished, their population growing stronger and more diverse. Zylothra grew into a wise and compassionate leader, embodying the strengths of both humans and Xel'thari. The galaxy, once divided by fear and mistrust, began to see the potential for unity and cooperation. And so, the story of Zylothra and Elias became a legend, a tale of love and hope that transcended the stars. The alien queen's joy was not just in carrying a human's child, but in the promise of a future where two species could come together to create something beautiful. In the end, it was not just the Xel'thari who were reborn, it was the entire galaxy. And at the heart of it all was a child, a symbol of what could be achieved when differences were embraced rather than feared.